At point guard, 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at Virginia. Right now they're in 7th in the country, looking to build on their record.
Well, right now for Virginia, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that path.
A look at Virginia's opening lineup. Cooper is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Bridges. Then it's MP. And it's Q in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Doncic out there with Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, I'd have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, here's Bridges. After Luka Doncic's miss, Bridges passes to MP. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Bridges misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now, here's MP. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
James with the bucket.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
And Virginia decides to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Let's hear for your
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Q passes to MP. Four on the shot clock. Pass to Ware. They need this. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Vanderbilt kicks to LeBron. Back to Vanderbilt. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Bridges outside. Again, the miss by Virginia.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
LeBron against Cooper. Yes, that goes in. James has got his second basket of the night.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Timeout called Virginia. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
The numbers here for Q, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seen